Hey everybody, it's Black Friday, 29th of November. Cheers. I'm up early. Hmm. Well, recap of my Thanksgiving. It was fantastic. If you see this, Dan, I did say hello for you to Jenny. She says hi. I had a wonderful visit with Jenny. The food was fantastic. Something that she made didn't agree with me, unfortunately, but maybe it was the tacos that had me up in the bathroom this morning. But the food was, and she sent me home with a bunch of food. And I don't know, it's like my radar is good. I didn't take the meat, but I'm not a big meat eater. She made the most wonderful cheesecake and buttery potatoes. Shit, that stuff was good. And Jenny's just a good person. Some people might even think of her as like being kind of crazy and cosmic, like a cosmic hippie chick. But the thing is, you know, we talked deep, and she needed it, and I needed it too. We both been through some shit, some traumatic stuff and some amazing stuff. And depending on how you process that stuff, it makes you stronger, wiser, crazier, and sometimes more crazy than the others. But she is quite a wise woman. She cooked like crazy. There was way too much. She sent me home with. I got food for quite a while now, and those beans were on hit. Oh, the beans were so good. We listened to some music. It was interesting what she chose to play. I didn't ask. We listened to Coltrane. We listened to John Coltrane all afternoon, and never got tired. That was what was so wonderful. I thought she knew my John Coltrane story. So when I brought that up, she said, "What? You did what? What?" And I loved her response because it's like, that's unbelievable. Come on. John Coltrane at your house in Omaha? Yeah, baby. Kind of like some of the things that you've experienced, with your crazy family, your crazy dad, some of the people he knew. We had a wonderful time. So frankly, I have no records to show as far as like, did I play records yesterday? No, actually, not at all. When I got back home, I rested for a while, and I opened up the studio. It's wonderful because new ideas on things that I started in December and January have sprouted, because sometimes the next part I can't hear it. It's like, what's the next part? Next part started coming to me, and so yesterday was a productive day. I'll do some pulls and see what happens, okay? But I do want to again tell you that I'm absolutely pleased with the response to Inner Image, and this is, to me, is like, this is the way it ought to be for music this good. Out of 100 CDs that I had made, I only have 29 left. You better get it now. Chances are I won't have any for Bandcamp Friday, and I don't care. It's a shame to think that so many of us artists are reliant on Bandcamp Friday to make any sales at all. This has been good, and I'll say it like this: I should be able to sell records every day. There's millions of people, and I'm only going. This edition of 100 is almost gone. Well, it ought to be. This is some good stuff, and there's plenty of people. I love seeing all the names of people I recognize who collect me, but I also love seeing names I've never seen before buying my stuff. So thank all of you. I have a batch to mail out today I'm not going to run out to the post office right away this morning, which means if you see this morning and get your order in, I can get it in the mail today. And I have a feeling that mail is going to slow down like it usually does because of the holidays, because of the crush, the holiday crush. So grab a copy. I was thinking of giving Jenny a copy, but she said I already bought it digital and I don't need physical. It's just junk. Love the woman. Cheers. So let's see what I can pull today, okay? I'm going to go over here. These are stuck together. I didn't look at them. Let's see what we got. Let's see if Dereck gets embarrassed. Dead piece. Nope. And then the next one. Nope. No embarrassment here. Of course, this is probably something that's, again, the records that I pulled, that I said I needed to play. Wonderful. Oh, there is one. I didn't play the Procol Harum, but I did listen to the, what was it? Mandela Band. This is really good. This is one of those things where it's a prog rock journey, and it's good. They got it right. This is really good. And also notable, the engineering, Tim Freeze-Green. It's like, well, he was off to a good start here. I enjoyed that quite a bit. The other thing is, I went ahead and I don't always play it every Thanksgiving, but I did this one, especially knowing that the lady that the song is her restaurant, Alice's Restaurant, she passed away last week. But Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, I mean, come on, this is like, isn't this almost like Michael Jackson's Thriller, where every other house has a copy? Or maybe at one time it did. And this, to me, just listening to it, which I did yesterday, it was nostalgic. It took me back to what I call the my hippie 70s. I liked the idea of hippie, but like I said, I'm here in Omaha. I wasn't in San Francisco when things fell apart because of hard drugs and just street crime. So listening to Alice's Restaurant was just a real cozy experience, and it's such a good, he tells the story so well. But today's pulls, Frank Perry. I first became aware of him, and I didn't keep it. That album produced by Robert Fripp, Overy Lodge, with Keith Tippett and Frank Perry. I had a copy. I'm nuts. He's real into percussion, bells, gongs, gamelan. Plays with a lot of sensitivity and trance-like. This is 2 long pieces taken from the old Gaelic prayer, which I remember it. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the sun of peace to you. It's a beautiful poem, actually. There's another vocal version where someone does this with the words. I don't know who it is, but I caught it on Hearts of Space one time, and I have it on tape, so I can hear it. Haven't played this in quite a while on Celestial Harmonies. But this is the good stuff. This is probably very meditative. It's been a while since I listened to it. What was next to it? Brendan Perry from Dead Can Dance. This is cool. Oliver Milano's Nolan. Brendan Perry with Bagad Sesson. It's an open saga, an independent shape made of a whole single movement crossed by diverse energies. And I believe he uses a group of accordion players on here. And Oliver Milano plays bass. Yeah, I haven't played this in a while, but I remember this as being really quite good. It doesn't sound like Dead Can Dance. I love Brendan Perry's voice, though. Now, that's a voice to love. Is a tenor? Is he a tenor? It's a beautiful voice. So this is again great stuff to play. If depending on how the day goes. Usually, like I say, usually when I have sales, I'll go to the post office right away. But the other thing I learned from my favorite clerk the other day, she says, "Well, come after 9 because then there'll be more than one clerk. If I go super early, then she's on duty by herself, and here comes the rush, and I end up, causing a big crunch because my stuff takes long. So I'm going to wait until possibly till noon or afterwards to go to the post office today. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. In hopes that some of you folks will see this morning and order, and then I can get yours out today too. Now, I'll say this. I do not have the intention of reordering more copies of Inner Image. As I explained, I did that for Interlude and for the Muse. I still have copies of those. Not a lot, but the thing is, I'm on a limited budget, and it's not something that I can afford to do like a record label. Speaking of, I saw a post from FPE Records owner Matt Pokolsky. I had noticed that there hadn't been any activity from the label for a while, and sure enough, on Instagram, he made a post where he explained that he hit a wall a couple months ago financially, and things just weren't happening. So he's, the future of the label is in limbo. I'm happy to say that he did make money on our project, at least from my perspective, where we profit shared on my album Future Still. Now, he spent money on that album that I wouldn't have spent, like sending it to Berlin to be mastered by one of the top electronic remasters. I forget the guy's name. So it's just an example of how difficult business is. And as you know, small businesses fold and close all the time. So I'm not in a position really to just, I'll just get 100 more, and sit on them. Because my cash flow is low, like no cash flow. Like I said, I'm waiting for the next Sonicity, another title. Hopefully it will be here next week. That would be nice. It might not be until the week after, but so if that arrives next week, then there's a new title for Bandcamp Friday for folks who are insisting on waiting till then with the idea of giving me more bang for my buck. I appreciate that sentiment, but at the same time, the sales are exciting, and it's wonderful to hear what people are saying about the music. I'm going to do another poll, and I'm going to look at the comments because I want to share more of what people are saying about the music. I'm very, very touched. Let's go back over here, down here. Is something coming easily? Yes, something's coming easily. This must be something that I played recently. I wonder what it is. No, it's not. Oh, now this is a holdover from my hardcore days of prog collecting. Star Castle, I believe this is a band from Illinois, completely copying Yes. I mean, completely. I mean, absolutely, like they drew a blueprint of how to sound like Yes. Did a good job of it because I have 2 or 3 of their albums. I don't play them anymore. Was there a connection to REO Speedwagon or another big band? But no, this is not embarrassing. It's just I just don't play it, I like that cover. Citadel, Star Castle. Yeah, this is more of my wheelhouse than party jams and yeah. Take me to another place. Take me out of the ordinary is what I like. Let's go again. This is so familiar to me, but let's just go. Well, see, there's this. Someone asked me about the stats. I don't think I have it anymore, but this is another band that was sent to me from Anita. Are you watching? Did you send this to me from Poland? This is a Polish band on the Pole Jazz label. Manam. Oh, I'll have to play this. I don't remember what this is like. It looks new wave, doesn't it? Produced by Nagrania Pole Jazz. So that's interesting. Tomas Stanko is on here. Oh, shit. What am I talking about? I have overlooked this. Okay. Now, I'm surprised. I hear the garbage. Usually garbage is a day late because of the holiday, which kind of pisses me off because I wasn't planning on this and I have stuff that needs to go, but I can't get out there in time. They'll be gone by the time I get out there. Oh, well. Where was I going to go? Let's go just right here. This is so familiar to me. That's why I hardly go there, but is that oh, okay. See, I keep thinking I'll probably just get something that I always hit. No, Holger Hiller. Alban im Eck. German guy, all in German. He's, to me, a master sampler. This is another... I heard this artist on the same radio program that turned me on to Lowlife and a couple other records that I really like, Red Turns To. And they played his first solo single, which I searched out. I have it because it was so unique. Similar to The Residents, but not quite. This is good. I like his stuff. He's on mute. It's in German, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, and I really don't need to. Very interesting. Which reminds me, so I have no intention of going to the stores today. No Black Friday, no. I did see a record that kind of interested me. The new third in the series of, and I have to look up the name. It's Daniel Mute, who founded Mute Records. I've never bought this project of his, Son something. Let me see if I find it. But I saw in the new records coming out today, Sunroof. They have Electronic Music Improvisations Volume 3 coming out today. I went ahead and listened to some of it. There it is. And I was intrigued because it's Daniel Miller with Gareth Jones. I think Gareth Jones was in This Heat, possibly. What caught my attention about this particular piece is the timbres and that they're using. It's like, So that's what intrigues me is how are they getting that? How are they getting those tones? It'd be something to kind of study and see if I can find out, do I need to, is it particular software? Or is it a way of shaping certain waveforms? But I like it. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Folks, pick up Inner Image. Like I said, I need to do this, out of sight, out of mind. So I have to tell you about it so you know, okay?